Yo, what's up? My name is Vetropat, and welcome back to a new series that I will be starting on Dungeon Defenders. Now, it's probably been a while since you guys have seen this character. This is actually my local save, where I have a level 16 Squire and about a level 7 or so Huntress. However, I don't actually play these saves or this account. I also have about 100,000 mana. I'm going to actually be dumping all of this today and resetting because I have something a little more interesting in mind. But first things first, if I want to start a new challenge, I have to get rid of all of my current resources. So I will actually be dropping all of the mana I have up on the top floor and leaving it here behind. And I can pick it up back up later if I think I can or I want to, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I'm also going to be deleting these characters, which hurts me a little bit since I kind of have like a little bit of emotional attachment to them. These were technically the characters that I, started playing when I came back to the game, but I didn't exactly get far with them. I switched over to the online system pretty quickly. But for this, I need to kind of be on something special. So I'm going to go ahead and create the new character and explain to you guys the challenge that I'm actually engaging in. Welcome to my Dungeon Defenders Hardcore Iron Man. Now, if you don't know, this stems from old school RuneScape. That is where the inspiration for this kind of account is coming from. This is a death equals delete account. If I die on any map, if I fall off a map, if I die to whatever the cause, the character is done and I have to restart from scratch, including all of the mana, all of the resources, all of the gear, everything. I'm not allowed to do any sort of trading or any sort of multiplayer. I'm not allowed to use other characters to boost. I'm not allowed to use other characters at all. The other rule is that I have to only use the one character I pick. So I can't use like aura stacks on a monk and then like summoner archers on the same. I have to only use one character. And then number 3, I'm not allowed to save armor / gear. I'm only allowed to use what I get on a drop at a time. And I can, if I equip it, that's my armor and that's it. I can't save armor for when I can equip it. I can't save different sets of armor for different things. It is almost no inventory style, I guess, in that aspect, where any piece of armor will get sold as long as I can't equip it. Or if I get a reward from a map and it goes to my tavern, I can go choose to equip it after the map, but if I don't, it is then forfeit and I can no longer use it or equip it from that point forward. Now, I know that I am not the best Dungeon Defenders player, and that this is going to be quite a challenge, but that's the exciting part. I think some of the most fun you can have in video games nowadays is by setting your own personal challenges and truly going something through trying to achieve them. I'm going to go ahead and create my Huntress just like so. We need a proper name for this soldier, though. Let's go ahead and just name her One Man Army Hat. That doesn't fit. We'll do One Man Army. There we go. One Man Army. And I'm specifically choosing the Huntress because, we're going to delete this character as well. I'm specifically choosing the Huntress because it's a character that I don't get to play very often. It's not that powerful in normal Dungeon Defenders, in my opinion. So the idea of playing her for this kind of playthrough is really interesting. Also, she could have some really severe strengths in this kind of playthrough, being a ranged damaged character, as well as having some severe weaknesses, being as frail as she is. So I'm really excited for this kind of challenge. And unfortunately, as you can see, you can still see the 100k mana in my bank. Unfortunately, we're going to be learning along this journey and finding out new mechanics about the game. I wasn't sure if you were able to destroy mana crystals or not, so that's good to know. I'm just going to have to keep in mind for this entire series that 100,000 mana is actually my zero. 100k will be my floor. I am not allowed to go under 100k, and if I do, I might have to either delete the account or go through some sort of massive forfeit. Without further ado, let's go ahead and give One Man Army her first level up. I'm going to put it in trap damage at the beginning. I think this will also be a really good chance to have a nice hybrid character. I very often will do very DPS based characters or very tower based characters, and I think having a fully hybrid character, having to do both and having to be that one-man army, right? Poetically, I think will be really, really interesting. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Wave 1. I think this will also be a really cool series for those jumping back into Dungeon Defenders. If you want to see a playthrough from scratch, I obviously have my Dungeon Defenders, 1 to 100 series, which has been really, really cool and really amazing to relearn the game from scratch and do like that. But this has some extra challenges along the way, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my pretty basic towers. Level 1 shouldn't be anything too crazy, but we'll see if some problems arise. I also just love this map. There is something so nostalgic, something so fun about playing Deeper Well, the first Dungeon Defenders map on a level 1 character. It's just, it brings you back to those days of the first attempt. So let's go ahead and just set up our traps. I'm going to jump into the wave and see if we have any problems. We're on medium difficulty at the start. I don't think any minions spawn up there at the start. Gear is going to be the name of the game. getting gear as soon as possible. So much of your stats come from gear in DD. How much damage do these guys do in one swing? I kind of want to see. He might get taken out by that before I can actually see. It'll be good to keep an eye on that. I also need to... I'm going to have to learn so many Huntress mechanics. I honestly just don't know that much about the Huntress since I play her so little. And I really enjoy... I think something that... A piece of joy that was robbed from me during my Dungeon Defenders journey over the past year or so was I never got to experience like really learning the summoner as a new player would. You know, I kind of just I cranked up the summoner's level by max leveling it with my other characters and sort of boosting it. Like I didn't really get to experience it from scratch like you should learn every hero, and I feel like that really honestly hurt my knowledge of these different characters that I never really played before until this year. It really hurt my knowledge honestly of these characters, so I think this will help me get a better, deeper understanding of the Huntress. Let's also go ahead and equip whatever we can. Once again, anything that I equip, it'll be my first bow. Okay, if I want to upgrade these things, if I upgrade, like I can't go back. So anything I equip, I can't go back to anything. I can't store that. I cannot keep things that are higher level. We'll go and equip some grippers. Why not? Get our first pair of boots. Sure, nothing to compare it to. A leather piece of armor. I do want to watch out for something I never really thought about is set boost. I think, do you get set? Yeah, you do. You do. I never realized. I never had to worry about set boost at a low level like this, but that actually will be really, really interesting. Thinking about set boost. I can't pick that up. It's too high level. Having to actually think about set boost will be super, super interesting. This seems like a hard upgrade. I might go ahead and grab that. Yeah, we're going to equip that. Any item, basically any item, sorry for the lag there for a quick sec. Any item that gets thrown into our tavern basically means that it gets sold. It shouldn't be possible for an item to go into our tavern. At the end of each map, I will just go into my tavern thing and just sell everything, my storage. I will not have access to actual storage. Let's go ahead and jump into wave 2 here. Should be pretty simple. A big difference in terms of minions coming in. There was like 19 minions or so coming in. Yeah, 19. Honestly, it's kind of a fair bit for the second wave of the first map. When I only really have my little bow. I do want to see how much damage one of these guys does to me. Let me get the... So I wouldn't know what damage numbers to watch out for. I guess an archer could. I don't want to get comboed and killed, though. Or hit me, goblin. Around 20 damage. Let's see an arrow. Let's see if I can get an arrow shot to hit me. Oh! Oh, no! Okay. Okay, wait, I wanted to limit test, but not like that. Okay. Well, okay, we're not going to die episode 1, boys. I promise you. Oh, my God, the proximity mine is down. Okay. I let myself get a little too... Okay, well... Yeah, a little too cocky, boys. Can I actually... I'm gonna let him... I'm just gonna play this a little safe. Woo! Not even close, boys. And that is what this series is all about. I'm glad we could get that first stare out of the way. Now we can move on and stop trolling and actually try to win and actually focus on... clearly that was on... that was for the content, boys. Clearly on purpose, true and real. Not just a dumb mistake on my part, for sure. Now, I think with a series like this, one of the most important things you can talk about is goals. What's the point of having an extremely difficult challenge like this if you don't have clear-cut goals that you really want to achieve, right? And right now, my clear-cut goal, these might change and I might add more of them. My clear-cut goal is I just want to beat the summit. I want to be able to beat the end boss, that dragon, right? Beating the summit on any difficulty, easy, whatever. Hopefully medium is what I might try to shoot for, but beating the summit, even on just one character, is already like a bit tough. It can be. I think beating the summit will be the perfect poetic finale to this challenge. The epic fight in that storm with the dragon would be fantastic. Let's go ahead and jump into the next wave, though, shall we? Wave 3 out of 5. 26 minions coming in. Gotta keep an eye out for when those orcs start popping in over here. I probably should start putting more heals on the traps whenever possible, because they do a lot of damage. They take care of everybody, but I do need to get a little bit of mana to get heals on them to actually... Because the heals are so important on these Huntress traps. They just give them actual more times to actually do attack. Oh, I don't have enough damage? Level up available, that's huge. This guy's only got 1 trap left. Try to get as many shots off where possible. Get as much damage pumped in to speed things up a little bit. These guys could trigger that trap, or it's nice if they don't have to. So honestly, if I can avoid them triggering that to save... Nice. We'll take... Oh, there's another minion? Wait, where at? There's a goblin. There's a goblin making his way. Interesting. Up that ladder, actually. Didn't expect him to get so far. Oof. There's wave 3 complete. Wave 4, we're jumping. Let's go ahead and grab this level up. put this into, I guess, trap detonation count on the 100. I wouldn't normally care about. I think that actually becomes one of the more interesting. And trap, wow. Oof, that's actually tough. I'm going to do, I don't know if you're doing a trap huntress, what exactly you want to prioritize. I'm going to leave speed for now. I don't want to put stats into speed where possible. Damage is some. We'll do that. We'll spread it out evenly among traps. I do want this to be quite hybrid where possible. But we'll probably put most of our damage into our actual weapon upgrades. Any possible upgrades here really quick? Getting up to 80 maximum mana from 40 is also just so massive. Being able to build multiple towers per inventory of mana. Nice little upgrade here on our weapon. Get myself a little blunderbuss, a little shotgun here with a little blue barrel. Interesting. Let's go to jump into wave 4 and 5 though. Once again, should be pretty smooth, should be pretty simple. Honestly, trying to get mana where possible. Wasting some ammo here. Oh, here comes the orcs. I mean, these will be the make or break of the wave itself. How much damage do my detonators do here? Let's see. They do actually 834 damage. So they do actually one-shot them. That's amazing. That's like way better. There's a lot of minions. 45 coming in. Do I have the range to actually hit them from across the map? I think I do. I think the range is actually really generous on the Huntress. Let's see. I think these shots, if led correctly, I don't know. I can't tell if they're reaching because I'm either missing or the TNT is killing them before I can get to them. Let's get our heals on these. We're actually almost, no, we're actually pretty good defense units left. We should be smooth here. There's some goblins over. Let's see if I can snipe them. But yeah, I killed one. Okay. There we go. That wave complete. We will take it. Honestly, a goblin almost kind of made it up here, so we gotta be careful not to let our crystal get damaged at all. Get that nice little juicy XP boost. We shouldn't need any more traps, honestly, up here for the orcs. They seem to just get one shot pretty smoothly. Okay, I should have plenty of traps set up to where I should be able to take on this wave pretty easily. I mean, I might try to set up one more right there, but we should be pretty cooking. So let's go ahead and take care of the first level. Get it kind of completed on our one-man army challenge. Two minions left that are about to run into this mine. There we go, boys. The first of many levels completed. We still have a very long road ahead of us, and I'm excited to strategize, plan things out, and carry things on much further from here. This is only the beginning. We do have a level up all the way up to level 5, which is actually pretty significant. I'm going to put some points here into hero damage so I can do a little bit more just physically during the wave itself. I probably actually do either do reset speed or just more into hero damage here. I kind of don't mind actually dumping this into hero damage. I do want to be a very effective hybrid character. Once again, it's really important to me. Shadow Step and Invisibility abilities are now unlocked, which is pretty significant. Around 6,000 mana was gained on that wave, so we can actually go spend that on upgrades if we so choose. Something super unique about this challenge is that I'm going to have to mentally switch to, I so often will die to save the crystal, right? I think we've all done that at different times. Letting yourself die and take the minion aggro to actually save the crystal is often beneficial in Dungeon Defenders, but in this, it's a game over in a character deletion. I'm going to have to sometimes let go and let myself lose a wave and lose a map just to continue the account at all. But that is going to be it for today's episode. I will see you guys very soon in 2 days because I upload Dungeon Defenders content every 2 days. If you want to keep following this series and are interested in ideas like this and Dungeon Defenders content, make sure to click that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed it, dislike if not, and have a great day and defend your dungeons, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video, and a huge shout out to everybody listed here who goes above and beyond, supports the Patreon, and allows me to focus more on Dungeon Defenders content. Thanks again. Have a great day.